Hey everyone, and welcome to Comic Breakdown. If you're new to the channel, do me a favor and hit that sub button, hit that notification bell, make sure you're not missing any of the content that we have coming out, because today we are hopping into King in Black Marauders, issue number 1. And so this is set aside from the regular Marauders that we're usually following. Now, if you're looking for a King in Black playlist, look no further. Go ahead and check out the description. There's also a link at the top of this video. It'll get you completely caught up on everything King in Black related. And with that being said, let's dive into this issue. Alright, so this picks us up in the middle of the battle. Earth has fallen. The God of the Void has conquered all, including some of the most powerful, like Storm and Cyclops. And that's when Kate asks, this is all happening because of Venom? Spider-Man really needs to get his guys in check. But that's what X-Force told Bishop. And we see Lockheed looking up to the sky and Kate asking if they might be relatives because they see the symbiote dragons flying above them. And they're 6 minutes off of the coast of Manhattan. And they go over the plan. When they get on land, Bishop's in charge. He's the war captain. It's a smash and grab mission. They get in, get their people, and get out. Their goal is to only get Cyclops and Storm. They're somewhere at the top of the Empire State Building. Iceman and Pyro are going to make a flashy entrance from up high, while Kate and Bishop sneak in low. And this is when they get a call over their radio. They hear a mayday from the Rambling Bard. They're under attack from dragons. And though Storm is so important to both Bishop and Kate, they're not going to leave somebody out while they have the ability to help them. And so they turn the boat and they head in the direction. And this is where Bishop goes over to Kate and says, I don't want to assume command as war captain until we're on shore. And Kate lets him know, good, because I didn't want to see if you could swim with your guns. And this is where we pick up at the ship, the Bard that's getting overrun by dragons. And our heroes make their arrival, blasting them with fire and ice. And Pyro's able to scare these things off with his fire abilities long enough to rescue the passengers on board. And Kate asks the captain if there's anything of value on board. And the captain says no, just olive oil, nothing that can't be grown again. And Bishop hears something, and he runs on board, only to find tons and tons of people in cages, banging on the cage in Morse code as an SOS. And so Iceman stabilizes the ship. He stabilizes it so good, he says not even Namor could sink it now. And Bishop lets everybody know these guys are human traffickers, and they were trying to get rid of the evidence. And this is where Lockheed buys some time, and he goes dragon hunting. And Kate Pryde straight backhands the captain for one, having literal slaves on his ship, and two, for lying to her. And as this happens, they look up to the sky, and Lockheed is just taking on dragons like it's nothing. Like a little chihuahua in a dog park, just furious. And so what they decide to do with the captain and the crew is to take them through one of the Krakoan portals to the least desirable place that they can possibly find. And that is South Africa, in the middle of the freaking desert. Iceman leaves them some ice cubes, tells them which direction the city is, and says that they're lucky that they're getting this much. This is much more than they would have done for their prisoners. And this is where they ask where they're headed. And they let them know that they're going to drop them off in Jersey, but they beg, they plead not to. They were headed to Canada, and that they don't want to go to America. They don't know what's going to end up happening to them there if they land there. But Canada may be more sympathetic to their plight. And this is where communicates telepathically with Emma Frost and asks her, or really tells her, that they have individuals, human trafficking victims, that need a safe place to go. And Emma says they're about to do their council meeting so they can discuss it at such time. And she lets Emma know she promised them sanctuary on Krakoa. And though that may be impossible, they're going to talk about it. Because the mission at the end of the day was Scott and Storm. And this is when Magneto shows up and asks what's going on. Humans on what island? And he asks to be caught up, and he sees what's happening, and he says it was only a matter of time. But if they put the matter to a vote, it's gonna get shot down. And this is where Kate Pryde says, then don't vote. The three of them, they were X-Men. They didn't need to ask the government when people needed help. And this is where they give Kate a great idea. And they start to head out, but we get a glimpse of Bishop. Now, Bishop was told by Beast that they're going on a rescue mission to rescue Cyclops and Storm. But Beast also tells him something else. He tells him if you can't save them, if you can't rescue them, then you have to free them the other way. Now, we pick up at the island in the North Atlantic. And this is where we drop off all the prisoners with Callisto on Island M. And Callisto gives them a rundown of where they can and can't go, gives them some plants to plant in the ground to grow shelter from the storm. And they're told that they can be here until all of this passes. And then they will be granted safe passage to the country of their choosing. And this is when Magneto shows up to the victims, specifically Nyoka, the kind of spokesperson for everybody that was there. And they sit here and skip rocks and they talk about everything going on and says that this place will be a sanctuary for them. But she asks, what's the cost? What's the gimmick here? Like, why are you doing this? And he tells her it's right to be skeptical, but weak nations prey upon those in need. Strong nations do not fear showing kindness. And the only thing he asks from her is that when all of this passes, you'll be moved to an island of your choosing, or a country of your choosing, but there's something that he wants. Many stories will be written of Krakoa's might, but you may tell one story that others cannot. You can tell of Krakoa's mercy, and that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Personally, I really did enjoy this. This is a set aside from everything going on in the X-Men line, but it's nice to see Krakoa and all the mutants coming to the aid of Earth when they're needed. And it's really nice to see Krakoa becoming such a great nation. Becoming people that, you know, while they were excluded from pretty much all of humanity, they're still here to help in any way they can. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. If you're looking forward to X-Factor and Hellions, look no further. We'll be covering it probably tonight or tomorrow. Also, let me know if you guys want me to cover The Legend of Shang-Chi. Issue number 1 was released today, and I've been debating on covering it. So if you guys want me to cover it, let me know down in the comments. If you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and until the next video,